Mayfield's fifth-year option is expected to be picked up by the Browns, according to reports. But what about a long-term deal? Baker finished his third season with his fewest number of interceptions, and he also helped lead the Browns to their best record since 1994, when you were born, Acho. So, Acho, should the Browns commit long-term to Baker Mayfield this offseason?
Man, absolutely. The Browns need to open up their eyes and realize exactly what they have.
Open up your eyes and realize that you'll never see the P.
What's that?
God, you are young.
Whose song is that?
Tupac. Okay. Oh, now you feel bad. Okay. Three movies you don't know and Tupac.
No, here's the thing, bro. Again, I grew up in a Nigerian household, okay? We weren't bumping Tupac. My mom and dad came from Nigeria in about the late 70s, early 80s. They were bumping Voice of the Cross. That's what true story. They were. Anyway.
Acho listening to over there.
The Browns need to wake up and realize who and what they have in Baker. So, I'm going to just cut to the chase, save y'all all the shenanigans. I was drafted to Cleveland. I lived in Cleveland. I lived in Brea, Ohio, 76 Lou Grosso Boulevard, the Browns facility. It is hard to win in Cleveland. I speak from experience in knowing that. You have your experience of being a dominant pass rusher, a dominant player, very highly paid. No, that would not have.
That's why I'm here right now. That's why I'm sitting here.
I speak from experience. Yo, it's hard to win there. Browns fans, let me tell you what Baker Mayfield has done. Baker's won 11 games. First time a quarterback has won 11 games for the Browns since 1986. Baker Mayfield took y'all to a playoff game since what, 2002. Baker Mayfield won a playoff game for y'all. Let me put in perspective what Baker Mayfield has done for the Browns. Marcellus, I refuse to believe that all these Browns quarterbacks have been sorry over the course of the years. I refuse to believe that Robert Griffin, who started some games for the Browns, is sorry. Why? Because I played against RG3 in college. I refuse to believe that Brandon Weeden, who was drafted in the first round, was sorry. Because why? I played against Brandon Weeden in college, then I saw him in Cleveland the very next year. I refuse to believe that Colt McCoy, Tim Couch, all these dudes were sorry. So, what is going on in Cleveland? It's hard to win in Cleveland. I understand that in Cleveland, you got to grade cats on the curve.
Oh, yeah, you
do.
You better.
Let me tell you why.
It's a fail class.
You chuckle, but I'm about to slap you with facts. I love what my dog Healy said one time. He said, it's all about wins above replacement.
That was big.
It's big to me.
That saved you one argument.
I needed it. Throw me a light, Braff. Wins above replacement.
That's big.
What are you doing versus a person you replaced did? Okay, so let's stay in division first. Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is doing his thing.
Yes.
30-7 as a starter. My goodness. But before Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco still brought him a Super Bowl. He was 10-5 in the playoffs. So Lamar Jackson above replacement is actually not as impressive as we think. Okay, bump that. Let's go to Dallas. Let's head down south. Dak Prescott, prior to this season, tied for the second most wins. But wait a second. Dak's win percentage is 60%. Tony Romo's was 61%. Dak is 1-2 in the playoffs. Romo was 2-4 in the playoffs. So above replacement, Dak Prescott, Marcellus, actually isn't that impressive. Wait, Lamar Jackson above replacement actually isn't that impressive. But Baker Mayfield above replacement or replacements, because no quarterback in Cleveland has started 2 consecutive seasons since the late 70s. Baker Mayfield above replacements is actually more impressive than the latter, too. So we have to put respect on his name, and the Browns should commit to Baker.
Man, they better than not commit to Baker Mayfield, giving me these college comps. Did you play against Manziel in college? How'd that look?
I didn't.
Okay, because, boy, I don't give a damn what you did at the collegiate level. It matters at the NFL level, and it's a level playing field. You act like the atmosphere is different in Cleveland. Like
it is.
Boy, I played for 4 different teams, and if you got the ballers, you're going to put up numbers. I played for Jacksonville. Historically, probably a bad franchise, especially of late. Jacksonville was just in the AFC Championship game. You know why? Because they balled that year. All you got to do is ball. And Baker Mayfield is not a consistent baller.
Talk to me. Go
Let's be real. Baker Mayfield, he needs more time to bake. Like in the oven. All right, right now, let's open up the oven. Still a little too runny, as in running game. Number 3 running game, but number 24 passing game. Nah, Baker Mayfield, not good enough. The only thing you consistent at being is inconsistent. This is why you shouldn't commit long-term to Baker Mayfield. Be prudent, as the article said, and give him another year to see if he can support a good year with another good year. Let's talk about other quarterbacks that recently received long-term extensions. The names are Carson Wentz, the names of Jared Goff, the names of a Deshaun Watson, guys who've gotten long-term extensions. Do you know that Baker Mayfield has a lower winning percentage, lower completion percentage, fewer passing yards per game, lower passer rating, and more interceptions than any of those quarterbacks? Okay, you're saying that's too high a bar because you like to grade on the curve. Let's go to your class, fail class. Let's talk about the guys who didn't get long-term extensions. I don't know. Mitch Trubisky. Damn it. Do you know that Baker Mayfield has a worse winning percentage than even Mitch Trubisky had in his first 3 seasons with the Bears? Yuck. Okay, let's talk about somebody else. Marcus Mariota. He's a starter, right? Nope. Oh, identical completion percentage and passer rating to Marcus Mariota in his first 3 years. Damn it. Give me another one, Marcellus. I shall. Jameis Winston. Ooh, he a starter, right? Well, maybe. Nah, I don't know. Fewer passing yards and only one fewer interception than Mr. Pick Six himself. Baker Mayfield has not earned it yet, bro. You got to support good with great. And until I can see it consistently, no long-term extension.
I can't let you do this. Here's what I can't let you do.
Check the oven.
So, the reason is I had this experience. Again, I told you, I went to the #1 private school in Texas growing up, St. Mark's School of Texas, from 5th grade to 12th grade. All-boys school. We wore uniform with national merit scholars. True story. The kid in a grade above me won the national spelling bee, Saigon Turi. True story. I'm in a school with a kid who's
what was the word? You remember?
Poco Karate. Poco Karate.
What y'all watching over there?
I'm at a school with the kid who scored a perfect on the SAT and ACT, Jake Vanderbeer. So while I'm at St. Mark's, I was perceived to be below average intellectually. I was perceived to be below average educationally. First year still, I had a 2.8. Second year, 3.0, 3.2, 3.4. But then all of a sudden, I go to the University of Texas. Not a U, it's just a University of Texas.
It's a state school. But you got smarter.
But it's a top 50 program now.
Yeah, and it's 50.
No, it's 48. Now, with that being said, Sal, if you just look at how I performed in this isolated atmosphere of St. Mark's, you would be like, oh, Acho ain't no good. Acho an idiot. But let me meander over to another school in the Metroplex. Let me meander over to another school where it's easier to score high grades on. All of a sudden, no. Acho might actually be a genius. The problem is, you're looking at Baker Mayfield in Cleveland, trying to compare him to other players on other franchises in other cities that are more winning organizations. Can you not look at Baker Mayfield and say, yo, you're doing something, Baker, we haven't seen done in 40 years. Let's reward that.
I mean, our clock says no more time because I got notes on notes on notes. I'm gonna spare you this moment right now because you're feeling good about being 48th ranked. You're feeling good about playing these collegiate players. Boy, I will bring it from anywhere just to make an argument. But Baker, he ain't your agent. Good luck, brother. Coming up, big